As the markets show signs of a potential breakout coming, skepticism remains high amongst investors. But there are clear signs that the markets may be shifting gears. Bitcoin and the S&P 500 both seem like they're positioned for another leg up. So here's what you need to know. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is January 24th and the stock market has still 1 hour left as I'm making this video. It's pretty much neutral, but we are remaining steady at the year-long downtrend line, which is very key. No immediate rejection just yet. And this is one of the most important things right now is the stock market. When it comes to Bitcoin's trend, if you're not watching the stock market, then you don't know what's going on, because that's what's going to determine the trend. So you guys got to pay attention to this. So before we jump in, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. And also there's only a couple days left for the special offer on BitGet, deposit 200, get 20. Now let's just jump right into the video, because this is possibly one of the most pivotal points of the entire past year plus, because right now the S&P 500 on the daily chart is sitting right on the downtrend line. Like I said in some of my older videos, when it comes to breakouts, there's usually a reaction. A lot of people like to draw trend lines and cheat them so the price is just barely above the trend line. Guys, that's a bunch of baloney. You got to see a reaction in the market to make it very clear that the breakout has occurred, which for the S&P, it has not. We have not seen a reaction yet. Therefore, we have not seen a breakout yet of the downtrend. The reaction confirms the breakout. So that's what we're waiting for. Now, here's what's most intriguing to me for the daily chart. The daily RSI is sitting on another RSI downtrend line. And what's interesting about this is that every other time in this downtrend that we came up on the RSI downtrend line, whenever that was broken, it resulted in massive swings to the upside. Since the beginning of 2022, the first RSI downtrend line that we broke out of was around March of 2022, and that resulted in nearly 10% to the upside for the S&P. And during that same time period, Bitcoin went up 30%. Now, the next time the S&P 500 broke the daily RSI downtrend line on the daily chart in 2022 was in July. And from that breakout point, we saw about 13% roughly to the upside. And that rally ran all the way into August, and Bitcoin saw about 30% to the upside. And now we have yet another downward sloping resistance line for the daily RSI. But the really key thing about this one is that it's taking place at the macro downtrend line. Every other time it happened before, it was not happening at the macro downtrend line. It was somewhere far below it. So once again, in March, when the RSI broke out on the S&P, Bitcoin went up 30%. In July, when the RSI broke out for the S&P, Bitcoin went up 30%. And now it's about to happen again, but it's happening at the downtrend line. And so if we just take the average there between 10 and 13, that is about 11.5% or so of an expected rally. And if we do get the average breakout size that we got on the previous RSI downtrend breakouts, that would send the S&P up to about 4,500. So 4,500 is the expected upside target for the S&P, and that could take several months to actually achieve that target. And on average, Bitcoin goes up 30% from that breakout point on the S&P, and that would land Bitcoin at $30,000. So there's actually a really good chance in my mind that we actually see more upside than most people expect. Because right now, I still see so much bearish sentiment on social media. So many people are still skeptical of this move. They just don't think it's possible. They don't understand why it's happening. We talked about this in yesterday's video. The reason why the stock market may be seeing bullish action right now is because market participants are front running the Fed pausing rate hikes. Because that's going to happen sometime this year, most likely, is the Fed's going to pause at some point, and the market is currently preemptively speculating that they're going to pause rates, which means the markets might actually run up all the way until the point where they pause rates. That's just the current theory that I have. And again, the market is forward looking. Rates are going to be paused at some point this year, so the market's preparing for that. So this is what I'm looking for now. Now, of course, nothing is guaranteed. This is just my opinion, right? It's just an opinion. It's just based on my analysis and maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe the bears are right. This is just a big trap and we just dump again or whatever. But the fact that Bitcoin has gone up this high, made higher highs on the daily, and has not seen any rejection yet, and is just remaining steady every pump, just remaining steady, tells me that it's very likely that we have more upside to go. And usually local tops are identified by some sort of blow off action where the price runs up to a certain area and has immediate rejection. Immediately you see huge red candles come in. That's usually a sign that the market is rejecting a certain zone, and we just haven't seen that yet. So I definitely see more upside coming in the coming months here, and possibly a $30,000 Bitcoin. But guys, I hope you enjoyed these quick updates. Just wanted to get this out there to show you where my analysis is right now, what I see coming in the future. And we've been doing daily videos, so you definitely want to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next one.